Well, hello, happy stampers. This is Kate with Kate's Paper Creations, and I'm happy to be back with you again. I've been offline for a while. November and December, I've been busy doing some other things, and I haven't put up any new videos, so it's January 1st, so Happy New Year. I hope we're off to a good start and that this year will be a joyous year for all of us. Just some of the things I've been doing in November and December. I am a crafter at heart, and I do more than just make cards. I have a silhouette cutting machine similar to a Cricut that many of you are familiar with, and so I've been making decor for my home. I've been making gifts for people for Christmas. I've been doing all kinds of things. I thought I might share just some of those things with you. I made about 30 of these cute little snowman tote boxes and put some candies in them, and I gave them out at my Bible study and my worship team people and that. And so that was kind of fun to do. It was really actually quite quick and easy project to make. Then I made the ornaments for my tree this year, and I got a new system, new to me, called Icon Art Stencil Maker. And what that does is it makes reusable screen print stencils. And so that's been kind of fun. I've been playing with that. It's new to me, as I said, and so I've been making a lot of different things with that. This is just one example. This is those little wood ornaments you can get through Amazon. There's like 60 of them for like 10 or 12 bucks. They're pretty inexpensive. And with this stencil system, you make the stencil and lay it on here, and then you use a product called torch paste. And you put that over the stencil, and it leaves behind, you peel it off, and it leaves behind the design. And then I put it in my heat press and pressed it, and it burns it so it looks like burnt wood. So I made 60 of these, all different kinds of designs and combinations. And that's what is on my tree this year. It looks kind of cool. And then this ornament, same kind of ornament, just a wood base, very thin. And this is using printable heat transfer vinyl. And so I printed my design on here and then heat pressed it so it would stick to the wood. And this is how I got full color ornaments, which was kind of fun. And I made these as gifts for people. They're like a gift tag that I'm putting on the packages. And so Merry Christmas from our house to yours, and the Creasy's, and then the family that I'm giving it to. Thanks for being such great friends, and then this year's date. And then on the back, I just added another full color piece. So I made several of those to attach to gifts that I'm giving away. One of the gifts I'm giving away is this particular thing. This is cutting out the vinyl with my silhouette cutter and then laying it on here with transfer tape. This is just a piece of tile, some scraps that a friend of mine had left from when she did some work in her house, and she gave me the scraps, and the design fit perfectly on there. And then I used some silicone goop and attached the hangers to the back, and there's the gift. And I made several of those to give away. There's some dust on my fingers. To give away to some friends of mine. So I'm going to be giving those away. Then let's see, what else did I make that I could share with you? Oh, I made a tissue box cover. Now this design came from Dreaming Tree. Oh, it's almost too big to put underneath my card making video set. But most of the three-dimensional projects that I buy come from Dreaming Tree SVG. And this is one of their designs that I just revamped to suit my decor. So this is one side of the box, like that. See, just all the same on all four sides. Then I put some on the top, so it's got sparkly paper. And it's hollow inside, and it slips down over this base. And I got bling on a string and put that around the bottom. And so then the tissue box just fits perfectly right down in there like that. And then the top fits over it. Whoops, get it on there right. So it fits the same. And there's my tissue box that I can put out on my coffee table for Christmas. Like I say, a little hard to see with my close-up camera set for close-up, but Anyway, that's just some of the things I've been making for Christmas, but I am sure that most of you are ready to see something card making. So let's get started. I am going to make this card today. And of course, January 4th, the new catalog goes into effect, the new mini catalog. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze, so hold on. Maybe not. So the new catalog goes into effect on January 4th, and I might, as I said, I think I was going to put this up on January 1st, but I think I'm going to wait till the 4th, because on the 4th I can show you all the products and everything, where we're limited as to what we can put out there before then. So, so this is probably going to be the 4th of January that you see this video. So let me show you the products that I'm using. It's kind of a mix of new and existing stuff. So this is Simply Marvelous 6x6 designer series paper, and it has all of these lovely colors: balmy blue, basic gray, blushing bride, bumblebee, coastal cabana, flirty flamingo, gorgeous grape, highland heather, misty moonlight, pool party, smoky slate, and so saffron. So all of those colors are incorporated into these papers, and they are absolutely beautiful. So here's the front side, and then here is the back. And this is one of the celebration items that you can get for free with a $50 purchase in January, starting in January, for January and February. So that is just absolutely gorgeous, and I'm glad to be getting that. Then I'm going to be using the Bouquet of Love dies. They are found on page 11 of the new January to June mini catalog. And these are the dies that you get. Then I'm going to be using an existing set called Garden Wishes, and that's just for the sentiment. Made with love for a true friend. That's what I'm going to use that one for. This is called the Bouquet of Love 3D folder, and it comes together as a bundle with the Bouquet of Love dies if you want to do that. And it has, I think you can see the picture there pretty good of what the die looks like, the embossing folder, excuse me, looks like. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. And then what's cool is this heart, the large heart here, can cut this heart out of there and leave the center. And so then you can use it this way, just plain like that. Or you can take your blends pens and you can color it. So I'm not going to be using those today. They're setting aside for another day, but lots of things you can do with that. And like I say, that's available as a bundle, that and the dies. So let me put those off to the side. Then I'm going to also be using the ornate frames, and I'm just using this for the sentiment tag. And then I'm using Dotty Hearts, and these folders are existing folders in the current catalog, and I just love this one. I mean, I like to have some hearts for Valentine's and for other things, and so when I decided to make a Valentine or a heart card, that came to mind almost immediately. So Dotty Hearts cards, and that was available in this current catalog. So I used the smaller heart, this smaller heart piece to cut these out. And then for other papers, I used this one, Supple Shimmer. It's in the new one. And it just says it's 2 sheets for $6. They're found on page, see if I can find it here, page 67 of the mini catalog. And they just say it's pink and blue. And I used the pink. And I just cut a 1/4-inch strip off for that. And then they have this mother of pearl that I used. And I'm going to kind of wiggle it so you can see the shimmer in it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't want to get too much glare. That's not fun. But anyway, that's what I used for the hearts. Is I embossed, and then I cut the hearts out of this material, and then I colored them. So that's what I used for the papers. So let's just get busy and just build it together. Enough talking, right? Okay. The base card is the basic white thick, cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, folded and burnished. Where's my bone folder? To make an A2 greeting card. It's going to be a side fold card like so. Then I have already embossed my paper. This particular, uh-oh, my camera is sinking. I don't know why. Hold on, let's see if we can fix that. Something got loose. That's funny. Hang on, people, here we go. Not sure what happened there. I may have to fix that before the next one. I hope it's not too bad. Okay, and of course it's cut from 6 by 6, so I need to trim it down, which I will do, but it's 2.25 inches wide for this centerpiece, and let's by 5.5. So 2.25 by 5.5, let's trim that off so that we only have 5.5 inches. There we go. And I don't know if I cut these at 5.5 already or not. Let's measure them and make sure. Nope. Okay, so let's 5.5. Let's trim those while we're here. Sometimes I have a hard time picking things up. Okay, so we're going to attach these pieces. And I don't know if you remember from prior videos, but when you get that little edge from cutting in your trimmer, if you just run your bone folder lightly down those edges, it'll get rid of that little ridge that pops up on those pieces and keeps them nice and smooth for you. Just a little hint. And what I did is I took this same piece and I just turned, this is it, and then I just turned them over so that I have that contrast. And then of course laying them out is super simple, because with the Stamp and Seal we are going to, let's see, I want to put this side up, so I want to put tape on this side. To start with this one, the skinny one, it's going to end up being 1 inch wide by 5.5 inches long, and we'll just put it right here on the edge of the card, line it up with the edge of the card, top and bottom and back and the fold side. Then the next one we'll put on, and because they're touching each other, it's really easy to lay it out. Whoops. Get this up here where you can see. My, like I say, my camera moved, and so I'm kind of out of sync here, but hopefully. So then we'll put the next one on, and it's just going to go on right here, top and bottom. And then the last one will fit right into place. Just like this. And of course all you have to do is butt it up to the existing piece, match the top to the bottom, and press. Then if you open it and you have any edges that didn't quite match up, you can always trim them, but I actually came out looking pretty good there. Okay, yay. Now I have these 2 seams I wanted to cover up, and that's what I used these for, these strips. And you could lay this on a piece of silicone and put your tape on the back, and it would work perfect. What I did is 2 of them side by side like this is about the same width as this Stamp and Seal. So I just stuck them side by side and did this with them, and then turned them around. That kept me from getting adhesive on my background here. And that got enough tape on each of them that I could just pull them apart, or so I thought. You know, sometimes life, I did this the first time and it worked perfectly. and then you go, oh, I got a cute tip, that'll work, and then it doesn't work. Okay, we still saved it. Yahoo! Okay, and so now these have enough adhesive on them that we can put them on and just straddle them, center them over those seam marks. It just adds a little more contrast to the card. Just like that. Now make sure we didn't get any. That one needs just a tiny bit of trimming right there. So there's that. So there's the card front. Then these are the 2 little hearts. They're cut out of that pearl paper. mother of pearl paper, and I embossed them beforehand with the folder. And now I'm going to color them, and I am using Granny Apple Green Light, and I'm just using the brush end, and let's make sure I'm in the picture. There we go. And I'm just coloring the raised portion, looking for stems and leaves. A little tricky to see them sometimes. You got to get your lighting just right, but you can. Let's see, those need to be leaves, I think. It's really not too critical. It looks good no matter what you do. This one's going this way, so we'll get those leaves. And I think that's probably a leaf, and that's probably a leaf. Like I say, it's not super critical. Let's see, get my lighting so I can see. I might have to move this just a little bit so I can see better. Is that going to bother you? No. Okay. So then we'll color these. And I'm using the blends pen because this mother of pearl paper has that shiny surface to it, and I'm afraid the real markers are not going to dry on this. Our standard markers are not going to dry on this. You have to use the ones that'll dry on non-porous surfaces. I'm going to have to pick this up and look at it a little closer. Here we go. That's looking pretty good. I think I got everything there. And then for the flowers, on this particular one, on this one I used light and dark rich raspberry, and I just switched between the different flowers. On this one, I'm not going to try and do different colors. I'm just going to color one of them with the rich raspberry light. And I'm not even, I mean, they're raised. So if you just kind of keep a light hand and don't get too pushing too hard, you don't have to worry too much about being too exact, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because the raised is going to help keep you from getting it on the rest of the background. And if you don't stay totally within the lines, it really doesn't show. You'll see as we get done here that it really works out beautifully. Oops, I did both of them. Okay, one with that color. Then I'm going to come back. Boy, I'm having, this must be because it's my first video of the year here. I'm going to come back with the dark and do this one with the dark. So I have two different colors of flowers. I think this must be the first video of the year goofs or something like that. We'll see if I can make the next one without so many funny mistakes. Okay, so there's that. Those are my two hearts. Now this is a piece of that mother of pearl that I have cut out with the die from Ornate Frames. And I really wanted to stamp a sentiment on this. And again, because you have to use that ink, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? So I am going to use Flirty Flamingo Dark, which is the actual color of these papers. And I am going to color my stamp with this and hopefully get it colored and stamped before it dries, because it does dry quite quickly. And hopefully it's going to work. Let's find out. Like I say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Here we go. You're going to want to stamp carefully, straight up and down, press and lift. Try not to let it slide, because it could slide and create a blurred look. Now, can you see that? Made with love for a true friend. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's still made with love. So I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm not going to worry about my stamp. I think it's going to be okay. I'm not going to try to clean it. I'm just going to let it be. Let that dry on there. It's still a stamp. It's still going to work when I get to it. Now we're going to attach these to the front of the card. I just used dimensionals for this. Let me get my dimensionals out. And I put one on the back of each of these hearts. And two on the back of the sentiment, like that. And then it's just a matter of attaching them however you want. And I just kind of did that. And then I just don't always like to go square with the world, so I'm going to go at an angle. And there is today's card. Isn't that lovely? I did have some little hearts in that one die. Let me show you. Where is it? Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. Like I say, today's my day. Sweethearts Dies. This is also in the new catalog on page 10. And I only bought the dies. And in there, it has these lovely little things that make a strip of hearts, like this. And out of those fall these little tiny hearts, like that. And so I took a couple of those, put that over there, and I just colored one with dark. And I didn't try to do leaves or anything. I just colored the whole heart for this. I need my pokey tool so I can hold on to it while I color. Like that. And then we'll bring this one in and color this one with the light. Oh, using the wrong end. Works much better with the brush end. Like that. And then for that, I used glue dots. And so I just took a glue dot, get a hold of that little heart, put it on the back, and put it inside like that. And then we'll get the other one. Did you see that? Probably not. I'll bring it in. I gotta fix my camera before I do another video. Okay. And we'll put a little one there. And then we'll put that one inside as well. And we'll give it a little twist. And that gives me something on the inside to kind of brighten up the inside of the card. So there's today's finished card. Now I had a strip of this left over. I think I'm going to use it on the envelope. As you can see, I had this strip here. I'm probably going to put something, use some of this on the envelope to kind of brighten up the envelope as well. And that'll be the finished product. So I thank you for sticking with me through my hiatus. I hope you enjoyed seeing the projects that I made for Christmas. I hope that you will come back again and that you'll invite your friends to view as well. And next time I'll get my camera fixed so that it stays up, and we'll have a better video next time. Maybe not so many bloopers. Okay? Thanks for stopping by.